It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Jaguars and the Texans on EA Sports.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from in our... They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And connecting here with DJ Shark. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 76 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10. Nowadays, this has become routine, hasn't it? That was a heck of a route there by the tight end. A great double move for a big-time catch downfield.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run. Robinson. There's the stiff arm. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, he's got Shenault. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
On the run, it's Robinson. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Texans now with a long field ahead. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Hutchins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. To throw on 2nd down. Hutchins. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Hutchins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Hutchins. It's caught. Mitchell. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
It was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 3rd down, Hutchins. Over the middle, complete. It's Powell. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up the touchdown in the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 21 carries and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Hutchins. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dwayne Smoot in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Hutchins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Hutchins going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Let's go.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. 4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
The coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question, is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shots on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
after one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. From the gun, Hutchins. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. On first down, Mitchell. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Hutchins. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Hutchins. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They'll run on first down. Robinson. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Now a give right side. Mitchell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues. 2nd and 2.
That'll be caught right side. Chenault with it.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Look at the big man rumble. The 30. 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. The big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5, and he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Houston set to take over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Hutchins got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
A gain of 6 there on first. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line.
Room to run past midfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On first down, Mitchell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hutchins. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun on 3rd down, Hutchins.
Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st and 10, Hutchins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Powell. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Check three. Watch the run.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. 10, 5, but they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take it.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game. Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
To throw on second down. Hutchins, Powell on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Back to throw. Hutchins. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. $39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're going to sack him again, the 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Houston's offense taking over again. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Hutchins. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Off play action. Hutchins. Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hutchins. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Strip that ball. I go. Mike smoke ball.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, Mitchell escapes the defender. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Off the play fake. Hutchins. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Elijah Mitchell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have retaken the lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
They'll look to throw.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll drop to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go play action here on 1st down. And Shark hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a big one now. It's a big one.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
Personal foul.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's first and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. He'll drop to throw.
This is Chenault on the receiving end.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Get him, boys!
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find a soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And now out comes Houston.
And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Hutchins. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore.
7 yards the pickup there.
On second down now, it's Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Off play action. Hutchins. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Hutchins.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Oh, yeah. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Hutchins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
42 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And incomplete.
Laviska Shenault, the intended target.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Zaven Collins gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Throwing on 1st down. Hutchins.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He's back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. He'll look to throw.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Back to throw. They get only a yard. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Hutchins. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, it's Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 69 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Hutchins. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Come on, you serious?
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
So a pressure spot here for Evan McPherson. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. McPherson's kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw here. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Open man right side is Shark. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game, partner. A spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out.